guys, Keilan here. I'm going to try to create this. I did not take a photo of this of the color stack. So I do know I used wasabi, and I do know I used orange and turquoise. I think I used 3 different types of turquoise. Anyway, we're just going to do a new one. Okay. So here I have Cernit metallic turquoise, Cernit green turquoise, Sculpey Wasabi, again, Cernit turquoise green, and Sculpey Orange. Now these have a little bit, I put a little bit of pearl, in it, and these are all mixed with 50/50 translucent, and these are all on a number 2. And here we have translucent. This is all on a number 4. Okay, so let's go. Okay. Now how I like to do this is just misshape it. No tools, just my hands. This will give you wavy motions. Let me get it back into a block shape. And so you can see here already. So it's going to be quite organic rather than choppy with tools digging into it. See here already? Anyway. bubble. I think we have a bubble there. Or an air pocket. We don't want that. Okay. I'm going to cut it roughly in half. Not too bad. I mess it up again. Let's see what's happening here again. All the variations there in the... I don't know the word. Okay. Now I'm going to do that only twice. Cut and stack. Actually only, yeah, sorry, not even twice. Cut and stack once. And because I'm going to be using a circle cutter, I'm just going to get the average width, I think it needs to be. And then you can already see here now, see the colors coming through. Now I'm going to put this through the machine on a 0 this way. And then I'm going to do it on a 1 this way. Okay. So this is what we have just now. My turquoise isn't very happy, obviously. Anyway. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is get my cutter. Sorry, I should have been prepared. All right. Gonna do it on a, this is a 5 centimeter. So I'm just going to look here and I'm going to cut here. Here you see the layers. All right, I'm gonna put that aside and we're gonna work with this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna roll out some black on a number 5. Okay, so I have my black here rolled out on a number 4. Now what I'm gonna do, because I'm running very low on black, is I'm going to take a circle of this. This is a cutter I'm going to use. This is the larger size. So I'm going to cut this out. And I'm going to cut this out. So I can save all my black. No. What I'm going to do now, I want some more gold here. Not too much, just a little bit. black. Pop it on. Go slowly. You don't want any air pockets in there. And of course there is one. Anyway, this is the size of the cutter, so you can see we've got a little bit to play with. All right, I need this to be closer to my chest, so put her down here. Burnish again. Not too hard. Just get her nice and flat. Okay, done with the gold leaf. Dangerous flyaways. Right, so now this feels dusty. I'm gonna give this a clean. I think this is a lotus flower. I'm not sure, but I like it. This is just a silicone stamp, scrapbook stamp. I got this at Action. Now I live in France. I guess Action would be the equivalent to the dollar store in the craft section. Let's give it a clean. Okay. And because it's silicone, it's not going to stick in. I just want to clean out all the dust off it. Okay. Now, pressing from the middle out. I don't want any air in there. And I'm going to push in deep, very deep. Because I'm going to do, like in this, is I'm going to shave all the black off. Just have the black imprint. This is why it's called a controlled Mokume game. I'm controlling the design. It's not random. It's controlled. I can't control the color underneath, but I can control the top, what I call the topper, which is the black, which will leave the actual design. Now basically, look, this is basically parallel. With that, I'll give just a quick roll. I think we're good. And we lift off. There we go. That's deep. Okay. Take my flexible blade. And we're going to get comfortable. Take your time. Very slowly. Start pulling through. Oh, I like these colors. And see now the gold is there? I'm glad I put the gold on top. because I have exposed gold leaf here, it will come off when I'm doing my sanding. So I'm going to protect it with a very thin layer of translucent clay, which is rolled out on a number 8. I'm using rubbing alcohol to smooth out the piece, but also trying to thin out that top layer of translucent a little bit. Okay, here these are out of the oven. I'm going to give them a really good sand and clean up the back. This one needs a lot of cleaning, and this one needs quite a bit of sanding. It looks completely different now, don't they? Okay, I'm going to get on to sanding, and when I come back, we'll start on the tube bales. Okay, I've sanded these through the grits. Clean up the backs a little bit. I'm not going to put a hidden bale in this one. I'm actually just going to put a hole through this and do a wire bale. This one, I've cleaned it up. If you can see, I've put a little pencil mark. I judged with a bit of, this is 3mm leather cord. I judged where it wouldn't be too stuck out. I lost my words there. Anyway, okay, so we have that. Here I have a bit of clay. It's rolled out onto a number 3. I have the underside leaching a little bit, because if you don't want sticky clay on a wood stick, it'll be really hard to get off. So let it leach up for a minute. This is, I'd say, roughly 3.5mm, and I lubricated this with a little bit of Nivea Soft. Okay, I think we're ready to go ahead. I'm going to put it right on the tip, not in the middle, on the tip. Gently wrap it around. Make your mark. Voila. Angle cut. There we go. I'm going to take this and very gently roll. If you roll too hard, it will stick. If it sticks, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes and then try to get it off the stick as soon as you can. It usually works. Not always, but usually. And this is a little stuck. Okay, great. Right, so what we're going to do is just going to make it nice and cut off the end. Yeah, my clay is too fresh. Okay. That is the right size. So I'm going to go put this in the freezer and I'll be right back. Okay, out of the freezer. Now let's see if we can get this off. Now, there we go. There we go. Very good. Okay, now here we are. Now we're going to get our super glue, or I call it crazy glue. We're going to put a little line just here. You see the pencil mark? Right. Now, I'm not bothered if you can see it just now, the super glue, because we're going to be covering this with liquid clay. Well, that super glue worked a little faster than I thought it would. Okay. Now, we get some of our Kato clear. You don't need much. And a brush. And very gently get it in there. Doing this bail will not budge. It cannot snap off. This Kato liquid is strong. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. This will level out now when it starts to cure in the oven. I'm going to put it in the oven for, I'd say, about 20 minutes. Then I am going to finish it off, the shine, with the heat gun. Okay, these are out of the oven. I'm going to finish them off with my heat gun. This will give this more translucency, and also it will give it a really, really, really good shine. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. Okay, it's a bit shinier. If I really wanted a really, really nice back, I would do another coat or two, but I don't want to do that. I don't want the extra weight and the extra thickness because this is already thick enough. But I'll show you now after this is cooled. This is not going to budge. This will not budge at all. Okay, I'm going to let these cool down, and I'm going to go ahead then and buff and polish, and then I'll come back with the finished pieces. I was going to redo this tutorial, but since this is day 5, I really didn't want to bin it. So I'm going to go ahead and post it and basically just use a good example that not every day is a clay day. This pendant, the first pendant, it did not turn out very good. Basically, I should have left my clay sit a little bit. It was very soft. I was a bit too heavy-handed on the shaving, and also I changed sandpaper to new sandpaper, and as I was going through the grits, well, it was strong, so I over sanded it as well. I should not have put the gold and the translucent on. It left little divots and I could not get out, but regardless, I'll just buff it up again, or not buff it, but rough it up, and I'll put a different veneer on it. Okay, but you can see here, I took my time, and this shaving turned out great, but this, no. Okay, that's away. This one here, this one turned out not bad. I'm not mad at it. A little bit of again, more kind of heavy-handed. I was very heavy-handed with the gold leaf. I didn't really need to put it on. If I had to just put gold leaf on top of the orange when I was doing the stack, and then translucent on top of that, and then the top or the black, it would have been just fine. Anyway, so that's how it turned out. Like, here's the back, and there's the bail. This bail is strong. It's going nowhere. It's really, really, really strong. So there's that one. And these are the ones I did off camera. I really like these. These are rolled out a little bit thinner, and then I used a different stamp, obviously. But I think they've turned out quite cute. And again, I took my time with the shaving, and I did not bad. The backs here, they're in turquoise. Here, I just used, I attached the post with crazy super glue, and then after I put some Kato liquid clay and just use the heat gun to set that, and these posts are not coming off. I also recommend this is great because a lot of people are allergic to resin, and I see a lot of people, a lot of videos, a lot of people put resin on their earring backs, and I don't think you should. Because this, you know, this is touching your skin for a long period of time. People may develop, if they don't already have it, people may develop a reaction to resin, even though it's cured. Anyway, I thought these turned out quite cute. I really quite liked them. Okay, here we go. These two I did before I started filming this tutorial. Again, exactly the same, but I changed up the colors. The colors I used was Cernit Metallic Purple, Sculpey Peacock Pearl, Cernit Turquoise Green, and Sculpey Bright Green Pearl. It turned out okay. I like it. Again, here's the hidden veil, and that's going nowhere. Here's another one. The translucent came out in this a bit more. Quite like that one too. Now I'm just going to show you an example. This one, my original one. You see, when the tutorial I just did now, I had three pendants, or three sections of the slab. This was the first section of it. I didn't quite like it, but I kept it. And then I did this one. I like this one. And then I used the first one I used for a backing. Now, believe it or not, this is actually from the same stack as these. So this just goes to show you that when you're doing Mokume, this type of Mokume, each slice is a surprise. Each piece is a surprise. You can't. Anyway, I know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much. Thank you very much, because I really need the watch hours. I'm so close to becoming a YouTube partner. I'll be able to start earning a few pennies, which would be great because, as you know, materials aren't cheap. Anyway, that's great. Again, I hope you liked the video. It didn't turn out as I had planned, but there we go. Please give it a like. Please share. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. And I will provide links in the description box below and at the end of this video of my sanding and resin techniques, and also my wire wrapping. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.